Coming up on CUC News, we look at what to do to stay healthy during the most stressful week of the semester, finals.
We also have an update on the men's basketball team.
And we have a chat with Professor Jason Narvi. Thanks for joining us. I'm Julius Little.
And I'm Jared Solis. It's that time of year again where the sleep is little and the textbooks become pillows. Reporter Samantha Bredesen weighs in on how to stay healthy during the ever-so-stressful finals week.
As the fall semester comes to a close, finals are on everyone's minds. For the unprepared and the prepared alike, this means one thing: all-nighters. Though it is common for students to pull all-nighters, what many students don't know is that the stress of all-nighters can actually bring more harm than benefit.
One of the biggest things are grades. That's what this research study said, that academics really ties into the amount of sleep. The more sleep you get, the better rested you are, the better your grades are. If you get at least 6 hours during the night, napping during the day is okay.
In this time of high stress, Joyce Angel warns students that sleep is only half the battle.
You can, work up until midnight. I think that's a good cutoff point. Try to get to sleep, and if you feel you need to get up and study again, then, that 6 hour time frame, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I know that's early for most college students, but getting up and starting the mind turning and eating some breakfast, because that helps fuel the brain. Very, very important to success as well. So,
carbohydrates such as fruit, vegetables, whole wheat bread, and bagels are important for all students to consume during this high-stress time. Finally, if finals week still has you feeling half dead, exercise.
We know that research tells us that exercise does help to reduce stress. If you exercise later in the day, that's more appropriate for helping you get a good night's sleep. So, depending on what your focus is. The other thing, a lot of people use it in the morning to help get themselves going and to energize themselves, which is a great way to do as well.
If you feel like you're going to be stuck in a cubicle like this all week, Joyce Angel has a few tips to lessen your stress. First, she suggests that you get 6 to 7 hours of sleep per night. Second, eat a healthy diet, lots of carbohydrates that are good for you and nutritious. Third, get some exercise. If you do all of these things, you'll be all set for a successful week of finals. This has been Samantha Bredesen for WCGR News.
I'd definitely be using some of that advice.
Same here. If you don't know your final schedule, log on to Concordia Connect and click the Academics tab. From there, look to the left-hand side where it says My Schedule, and a link for the final exam schedule for fall 2012 will be displayed. Now, Julius, what's up with that men's basketball team?
Well, I'll tell you. I talked to the men's basketball team to find out how the season is going, and I had a sit-down with Athlete of the Week, Brandon Johnson. Winter is around the corner, and that means one thing: CUC basketball is back. So let's take a look at the men's basketball team and their upcoming season. Coming off a thrilling 2011 and 2012 season, the men's basketball team has reloaded and is back for more. With an entirely new starting lineup following the graduation of 4 seniors, the team has gotten off to a rocky start. But the infusion of some new talent and the development of some key returners is a mixture bound for success. Point guard Brandon Johnson is optimistic of things to come, but says chemistry is key.
Team chemistry. Like I said, we have a new team, so defensively, it's going to start defensively by getting stops and moving the ball around in transition, and that's going to build team chemistry right there.
As chemistry builds, the team hopes that the wins will too, as even with a heavily made-over roster, the team has high hopes.
Our team goals is to win conference and also to get better as a team.
With the season rounding into shape, the men are hoping to hit their stride when it counts the most. Under the tutelage of well-renowned coach Tyler Jones and the leadership of both new and old faces, the team believes that with the support of the fans and hard work, they can achieve great success.
Our statement to the fans is that we're going to play hard every night. We're going to give our all on the floor. So just come out and support us.
With plenty of season left, the men look to get this thing rolling. And that does it for this segment. Tune in next time for a look at the women's basketball team. I'm Julius Little with WCGR News.
Sounds like they have their priorities straight this season.
They sure do. In case you haven't heard, one of the cast members from the first season of Power Rangers is a Concordia Chicago professor. That's right. Jason Narvey, a theater professor here at CUC, sat down with reporter CJ Deere as CJ got the inside scoop on who Jason Narvey is and how he got here.
Jason is the assistant professor of theater here at Concordia University, Chicago, and has big plans for the department. I sat down with Jason to see how his transition has been from Hollywood to assistant professor of theater here at Concordia, as well as any other advice he has for undergraduate students pursuing their careers upon graduation.
It's a very different pace of life around here 90% of the time. Yeah, very much. It's easy to say it's much more rewarding, but it is. You know, when you're working in Hollywood, you're churning out acting. You're churning out scenes. You don't stop and think and cogitate upon what you've done. You don't have that kind of time. You just keep working at a furious pace and you're exhausted. Here, when you work that hard, you can certainly see rewards.
As Jason mentioned the rewarding factor of being a professor, he wanted to leave Concordia's student body with some great advice.
Education does not happen in the classroom. 90% of what you learn in college happens outside of the classroom. You go to college to learn how to learn how to learn, okay? You go there to find the cool shit out there in the world that you want to go and take for yourself, okay? That's what you're in college for, not just for a freaking piece of paper. If you want a piece of paper, go online and get it. But if you go to college, you're going there to take no prisoners. And that's what I would tell the students.
The theater department expects big things for the program with the addition of Jason Narvey, as he will be able to translate his techniques learned from Hollywood to the classroom. Jason Narvey has conquered film and now education. And if you're someone who feels as if you belong on this here stage, now is your opportunity. Enroll in the next introductory course and begin your journey to stardom. I am CJ Deere, and this is your WCGR.
That's so cool. To me, he's a big-time celebrity.
I know. It's crazy how I used to watch him on TV, and now I walk by him in the hallways.
So it really is a small world after all. From all of us here at WCGR, thank you for tuning in.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.